Hi friends, welcome to my channel Reno's Chat and Talk. If you are new, please do subscribe to my channel, like, comment and share my videos with your friends and family. We completed three tenses, isn't it? Simple present, present continuous tense and simple past. Three we completed and today we do fourth one, that is past continuous tense. This is fourth one, okay? Past continuous tense. By name itself, it's also continuous tense, means going on actions but in the past. That is the difference. There it is present continuous time, means at present. But these are the continuous only, but past time. Okay, past time that were going on. The actions which were going on or were happening in the past time. We use past continuous tense. An action that was happening, that was taking place in the past is past continuous tense. Then what is the structure for this? Subject plus be form. Be form in that past form we have to use. Five, always remember that five be forms. What are those? Is, am, are, was, were. Now past form means which be forms we have to use? We have to use was and were. Okay. Then again V4, that is V1 plus ing form compulsory, then object or any other words. Okay. That is the structure. But here was, for which subjects for which persons we use was I, first person singular I, third person singular he, she, it. Okay. I, he, she, it was we use. And we, you, they we use were. This also you remember. Now based on the structure, how do you frame a sentence? They were playing in the garden. They were playing, the students were playing, or the children were playing in the garden. See, subject, okay. After that, immediately was or were, because it is they, I used were plus before playing, then any other word in the garden. They were playing football or cricket, any object also you can write. The children were playing football or in the ground. Playing football in the ground. Okay. Then when do we use this past continuous tense? This tense, when do we use? First usage, an action which was in progress at a particular time, but in the past. Action which was in progress, which was continuing, but in the past, at a particular time or at a specific time, the actions that were going on, we use past continuous tense. Okay. She was listening to melodious songs last evening. When last evening, that is the specific time. Or you can give particular time also, at 6 o'clock, at 7 o'clock also time you can mention. Okay. So she was listening to songs last evening. I was watching TV at 10 o'clock last night. Okay, at 10 o'clock last night. Here also you can give specific time. Okay, at 6 o'clock last evening. He was studying in the library yesterday at this time. Now, what is the time? Okay, you just at this time. Yesterday, what he was doing? He was studying in the library. So, what is the first usage? Action which continued for some time, which was in progress, but at a particular time in the past. Then we use present past continuous tense. We are talking about past continuous, so we use at that time. Okay. Now next we do second one. So second usage, it is usage of when and while. In past continuous, we use when and while. How do we use? We see. It is used, in this case, it is used in combination with simple past. Okay? It is used in this combination with simple past. Some interrupted actions. How does it take place? We just see. Look at these examples. First one, while. While I was studying, listen carefully, follow carefully. While I was studying, my friend called me. Here, first observe in this sentence, two actions took place. One longer action, isn't it? You observe that. One longer action and one short one. Long action and one short action. Okay, for a long action, remember for long action, we should use past continuous tense, and for short action, simple past. Okay, once again, while I was studying, here which one was I was studying means it is continuous and it process going on, isn't it? While I was studying, it's a long action, you can understand. My friend called me. That is friend calling only a short action. Okay, so you should use past continuous for long action. Okay, while I was studying, my friend called me. So for long action, past continuous, and short action, simple past. Look at another example. While my mother was cleaning the floor, somebody knocked the door. Somebody knocked the door. That knocking, you can understand by now, it's a short action, isn't it? But mother cleaning the floor, longer action. It takes some time, isn't it? So while my mother was cleaning. So here past continuous we are using, and another action knocked, that is simple past. Now you got it? One more example. While we were playing, the rain began. Okay, the rain started. While we were playing, we were playing. Here past continuous, and then there the rain began or the rain started, simple past. So for long actions we should use past continuous tense. So here in this when and while we are using in combination with simple past, and this action long action it was interrupted by the short action. That's why we use this. It describes even interrupted actions also. Okay, while I was studying, that action was disturbed or interrupted. That action which was going on for a long time, okay, but it was interrupted when your friend called, or when somebody knocked the door, or when the rain started. That action was interrupted. So the interrupted action, long action, you should use past continuous tense, and other short action you should use simple past. This is the first one. In this again we have three. So A is this. And then B, parallel actions means long action, while, and long action means simultaneously two actions were going on. In such cases also we use past continuous tense, and here also we use while. Okay, two parallel actions. Ram was reading while Sham was watching TV. Okay, someone was reading and another one was watching TV. Ram was reading while Sham was watching TV. Two long actions, isn't it? Reading and watching TV also long action. So for both, we are using past continuous tense, long actions two, and we are using past continuous tense, and in the middle while. It's during that time. Is during time. While whenever we use during that period. Okay. I was listening to music while I was eating dinner. I was listening two things I'm doing parallelly. I was listening to music while I was eating dinner. Okay. So here also was listening, one action, longer action, and was eating, another long action, and in between while. One more example. Sheila was studying while her mother was preparing dinner. Okay, she was studying and mother was simultaneously at the same time. At that time what her mother was doing, she was preparing dinner in the kitchen. Sheila was studying here and her mother was preparing dinner same time. Okay, so two parallel actions and long actions when they were going also, we should use past continuous tense, but we are using while. Okay, next. So next C, the same thing only, long action, now usage of when, and short action. Always when we use with the simple past. Okay, and here it talks about the short action. Okay, Let us look at the examples. He was playing video games when the phone rang. He was playing here. He was playing long action. For long action, all the time it's a continuous action, so past continuous. Another one, when the phone rang. Okay, that's a short action, and we are using here when. Okay, then Shanta was cooking when the doorbell rang. When the doorbell rang, okay, then Shanta, what was Shanta doing at the time? She was cooking. Okay, was cooking. Again, long action, past continuous tense. Another one, rang, that is short action. And in between, when is there. I was doing my homework when my friend came to my house. Okay, I was doing my homework. Was doing here past continuous and long action and short action came. My friend came to my house and when is there. So this is another one. So three, long action and while, long action and then short action, and two long actions like long action while and two parallel actions, and while and another long action. Here long action, when and short action. So these three, this we use past continuous tense. And one more thing is there, third one, third usage, beginning of the story. So if you wanted to begin a story, you want to give any background of for that, any before the real story starts. You just, it's not required for all the stories, but some stories they give no background at that time. And past continuous we have to use beginning of the story before the real action starts. Background of the story or background scene when they were talking about, then we should use past continuous tense. It's not required for all, but wherever this type of background beginning we want to give, then we should go with past continuous tense. Look at these examples. The sun was shining, the birds were singing, then something happened. Okay, then the real action, and continue with simple past because story narration always in simple past. But beginning we are giving what was the day, what, how was the sun? The sun was shining, the birds were singing, and something happened. Okay, that is story narration, and the beginning we give like this past continuous. The other day I was waiting for a bus, something happened. I was waiting for a bus, and on that day it was raining, something happened. On that day it was raining, something happened. Then simple past we go, but at the beginning of that we use past continuous tense like this. And even this sometimes long actions, mm, at the same time might take place, like for example, when I enter the class, when I entered the class, some students were playing, some students were talking among themselves, some students were reading, some students were sitting quietly. Different actions, isn't it? Right? Parallelly, all these were taking up. But what when I entered the class, that was the situation in the class. So many actions, parallel actions, but all were past continuous we have to use because I started with past. When I entered the class, that was the scenario in the class. Some were playing, some were talking, some were making noise, some were reading, okay, some were sitting quietly, that all. So in such case also we use past continuous tense. So next we do the negatives and questions. So look at the negatives and what's the structure here? Very simple. Only insert not between the auxiliary verb and the main verb. That is auxiliary means nothing but be form was and were. Okay. Then main verb V1 plus ing form or V4. They were watching TV. They were not watching TV. In between the auxiliary and main verb, you insert not, and it becomes a negative sentence. The baby was not playing with the toys. Okay, she was not washing her clothes. Okay, was not washing. He was not watching TV. They were not playing games. So that is the, so just very simple, insert not in between auxiliary and main verb, it becomes a negative sentence. Then questions, again WH and yes no. WH word, was or were plus subject plus before. Okay, what were you doing? Where were you going? When were you coming? Why were you not coming to the class? Why were you not coming to the class? Why were you not? Why weren't you not attending? Why weren't you attending the class? If short form, if you take, why weren't you attending the class? And again, no need to write not again. Why weren't? Okay. If you want to go for short form, why weren't you attending the class? Then uh, yes no questions beginning with this auxiliary verb. Were you playing video games? Okay, were you playing video games? Yes or no? Yes, I was playing video games. No, I was not playing video games. Wasn't she calling you? Yes, she was calling, or no, she was not calling me. So wasn't, weren't, or were, was simply also you can use. Negatives, if you want to make short form, you take wasn't or weren't. Okay, this is about past continuous tense. So we have seen the structure. When do we use, like a specific time at a particular time, and in combination with the simple past using when and while, three ways I've shown. And the beginning of any story also we use past continuous tense to give the background scene, and then before the actual story starts, some background thing. Then negatives, how to insert not between auxiliary and main verb, and questions, both WH and S now questions. And again in next video also, I will do, I will continue these tenses only. Okay. Thank you for watching my video.